This is the story of a woman who was offered everything: beauty, wealth, comfort, a life already chosen for her. And she turned her back on all of it. Not out of rage, out of love. The kind of love that looks like madness to those who have never felt it. In antebellum New Orleans, there was a system called plaçage, a system where free women of color, light-skinned, beautiful, carefully groomed, were presented to wealthy white men, not as wives, as mistresses, as kept women, traded for security and survival. Henriette Delille's mother was a placée, her grandmother before her. It was not a choice, it was a current, and every woman in her bloodline had been swept along by it. Henriette was born in 1812. By every measure, she was destined for the same life. But something in her would not bend. She looked at the gowns, she looked at the ballrooms, she looked at the gilded cage they had built for her, and she said no. She chose God. She chose the poor. She chose the hardest path anyone in her world could walk. In 1842, in the heart of a city built on the backs of enslaved people, a free black woman did something the world said was impossible. She founded a Catholic religious order, the Sisters of the Holy Family, one of the first for black women in the United States. In a church that would not let her sit in the same pew as a white woman, she built her own house of God. The sisters served the people no one else would touch. They nursed the sick during yellow fever epidemics, when death moved house to house. They taught enslaved people to read, a crime under Louisiana law. They cared for orphans, for the elderly, for the abandoned and forgotten. They gave everything and asked for nothing. Henriette Delille gave up her family's wealth, her social standing, her comfort. She lived in poverty so that others might simply live. And in 1862, at the age of 50, she died, having spent her entire adult life in service to the people her world had deemed unworthy of saving. The Sisters of the Holy Family still exist today, still based in New Orleans, still serving. And in 2010, the Vatican declared Henriette Delille venerable, placing her on the path to sainthood. If that journey is completed, she will become the first African-American saint in the Catholic Church. They offered her a velvet cage, and she chose the cross. They offered her comfort, and she chose suffering. Not because she had to, but because she believed that love, real love, demands everything. Henriette Delille, a woman who defied every expectation placed upon her and built something eternal. Remember her name. It is written in service, it is written in sacrifice, and it is written in the soul of New Orleans.